it's the right shade. Again, it's not my favorite. Alright, here is the palette to attempt to contour my nose, but we're just gonna ignore that fact and go straight on into the eyeshadow. Alright everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a makeup video once again. So I went to Ulta the other day and I picked up some makeup that I haven't tried out before. So we have the Better Than Sex Mascara. We have the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer. And then we also have Roxi's palettes. So I got the contour and highlight palette, and then I also got her Ride or Die eyeshadow palette. So we are going to be trying out these new items today. As you see, my face is extremely red. I literally didn't do anything to it yet. I think I just like rinsed off my face. I put some serum on it and I put some lotion on it, and this is like what I get. So I need to cover this up real quick. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do that down below. Click the little bell notification so you get notified every time I post a brand new video. I'd love you to be part of the family. So let's stick around and get straight on into the video. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my Prime and Base from Maybelline, and this is going to help with the redness. If you've seen my other videos before, you know that I like to use this stuff, and I also use the Baby Skin from Maybelline as well. So I'll probably be going in with both of those again today. I have a lot of redness I'd like to kind of cover up. Alright, this one is on. I'm going to go over top with the other areas and do the Baby Skin as well, because this really gives me, I don't know, this one just has the feeling that I like for a base of makeup. So I typically go in with both. Alright, so both of the primers are on. Now we're going to go into foundation, and today I think I'm going to go in with the Fit Me Maybelline foundation, and this is the Matte and Poreless. This is kind of my go-to, and since I'm trying out some other makeup for the first time, I think I should go in with something that I know, that I trust. So hopefully that'll give me a good base to work off of. At least that's what I hope. I gotta blend this one down my neck. I think it's a little darker than my skin tone. Oh well, I guess we'll see how that works. I haven't really been tanning outside lately. I am from Florida well, I live in Florida currently, but you'd think I'd be tanner, but no. It's really cold right now for Florida. It is currently, it is 6:30 a.m. I'm getting ready for work right now, and it is 43 degrees outside, which is just way too cold for me. I mean, I moved to Florida to get away from the heat, or I moved to Florida to get away from the cold, so it didn't work out for me very well. Alright, so now it's time for concealer, and I'm going in with the Conceal and Hydrate. I think this is a different formula that I used before. I used the Conceal and Define formula, and this one is medium to full coverage. I was going to actually purchase the Shape Tape, but I couldn't I didn't have that kind of money to spend yesterday. So we went with the, I believe a lot of people call this the dupe. So we're going to see, I'm hoping it's the right shade. We're just going to go in and find out. So let's hope. It's about my skin tone. Let's just blend this right in. Alright, so that is blended out. I think it did lighten it a little bit. It looks a little bit lighter to me, which is good. And this actually blended out really well. I'm hoping it doesn't crack or anything throughout the day. I do have a lot of problems with my under eye getting creases. But that's fairly normal for me. Usually I have some like weird creases going on even when I don't wear makeup. So I was hoping it would kind of conceal that a little bit better, and then do have a little bit of dark under circle eyes, which as you can tell it pretty much covered up. So let's just hope that this stays. So let's put it into place with some powder. So I like to use the Fit Me powder. This is in Fair. I don't like to do the translucent because I've had some awful flashbacks with those. So I tend to stay away from the translucents. But this one works pretty well. It's a tad lighter than my skin tone, so it works out pretty good. Alright, so finishing powder is on. I pretty much blended it, pretty much blended it right in with everything. Again, it's not my favorite, kind of, I feel like makes my pores look bigger. So maybe that's something I should try next time, is a different finishing powder. But as far as today, we're going to go in today with Roxi's contour and highlighting palette. She is one of my favorite YouTubers, so I saw this at the store yesterday and I just had to get it. I mean, I've been wanting to get this since it came out, so let's open her up. Alright, here is the palette. It is very reflective, so cute. Alright, let's open her up. Ooh. Take this out. Look at those shades. Ooh, I love them. I'm so excited to try this highlighter out. Let's, I can already tell which ones are probably going to be better for my shade, but let's do a couple swatches here. Alright, so these are the different shades of contour that she has. Ooh, those kind of came off really nice. We have the lightest shade is probably my skin color, and then we have a slightly darker shade, which is probably what I will be using. Then we have two even darker shades, which are also very pretty, but I think they're going to be way too dark for me. So let's go in and swatch the highlighters. Alright, I don't know if you can see those very well. These are the highlighters that I have swatched from her palette. Let's go ahead and put them, I don't know, back in my hand maybe. Ooh, those are pretty. Alright, so we have like a really, this looks pinky to me over here. You can't tell very well, but it's almost like a pink highlighter. And then we have kind of a very light champagne-y color, I think. And then we have an even darker champagne gold color. And then we have an even darker, I don't know how to describe that one. It looks a little like orangey to me. No, it's more bronzy. So the last one here is a little bit more bronzy. So I definitely think one of these two will work for me on a daily basis. So let's go ahead and try these out. Alright, so I'm just going to go in with a little angled brush. We're going to do that second contour color. Quite a lot of fallout. Let's see. Ooh, that's a pretty color. That looks really good. Alright. Let's try it over here. Alright, so the Finks contour is done. I think I'm going to attempt to contour my nose. I don't always contour my nose just because sometimes it's too harsh. Hopefully we're going to give it a go. Go really lightly. Alright, I think I went light enough on that. So, contour is done. I love the color I got out of this. It's like a very cool shaded contour, which is exactly what I've been looking for. A lot of mine are too warm toned. So this was great. Let's try out some of the highlighters, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet because I think two of them would be good. I don't know which one I want. I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here for the highlighter, I really want to go in with this one because it's so pretty. I don't know if you can tell from just looking at the pan, but it is gorgeous. But I think I'm going to go with a kind of lighter tinted highlighter. Let's try it out. Hopefully it looks good. Ooh. Wow, this is so pretty. You see that? Wow, she shows up. That is pigmented. Wow. You see that? That is gorgeous. Alright, I think I picked the right one. It's a little bit more neutral for my skin tone. And I'm just going into work today, so not anything fancy. I think if I did the other one, it'd be more like if I was gonna go out. But as far as this goes, I love the look of this one on a day-to-day basis. I think this will be my go-to. Alright, so finished up with the contour and highlighting palette. I absolutely love it. This is definitely going to be like my go-to for now on, even though I have like a bunch of contour and highlighting palettes now. But I absolutely love this. I am so happy I got this, and this is only $15 at Ulta, or on revolution.com you can get this. So I definitely suggest ordering one of these if you can't find a like cool highlighter, or not a cool highlighter, if you can't find a cool contour or a nice highlighter shade. I feel like this definitely would work on a lot of different skin tones. She's got a lot of different shades, so I think that this is amazing. Absolutely love this, and I will be reaching for it on my everyday basis. Alright, now I'm going to go in quickly and do my eyebrows off camera. It's not, you know, very fun to watch, so just gonna do that off camera with the same products I always use. Eyebrows are done. Again, I hate doing eyebrows. I'm not great at it, but we're just gonna ignore that fact and go straight on into the eyeshadow. I am dying to try out some of these eyeshadow looks. This is her Ride or Die palette, which is a little bit more subtle. She also has a color burst palette. I'm not that creative to kind of get into all the colors yet, so I'm going to zoom you in a little so we can try out some of these eyeshadows. And I probably won't do too many swatches because it's been out for a while and I feel like a lot of people have already seen them, so I might just do my favorites and then try to make an eye look out of them. We'll see. So let's zoom you in. Alright, so here is what the palette looks like. Let's open her up. Take this out. Alright, so here's the palette. It has a bunch of neutral colors and it has some, you know, colorful ones as well. So I'm excited to jump on into this and try them out. I probably will do a very neutral eye look today, kind of something that goes with my shirt. I'm only going to work, so not doing anything fun. We're just gonna do kind of neutral, maybe pinky eye look. So let's see. I'm really liking the shade Cookie. Love Gingerbread over here in Firework. I love Yes. That is beautiful. Like all of them. I think I also like Pumpkin. Okay, I like too many of these. Let's swatch a couple and see what I want to do. Let's swatch. I think I'm going to do like Iconic and Pumpkin and Cookie and Yes and Gingerbread and Firework and see what those look like. Alright, so these are the shades that I swatched. We have Iconic right at the end. It's more just like a really light shimmery color. And then we have this one right here is Yes. That one is gorgeous. It's like a pink champagne-y. Right over here we have Pumpkin. Definitely has a pumpkin-y orange color. We go over to Cookie right here, which is a great neutral shade. And then we have Firework, which is also a little bit shimmery and it's more on the pink side. So I'll probably be going in with a combination of that. Let's start with probably Cookie in the crease. So let's go in and see how this one looks. Alright, she is pigmented. Look at that. So, Cookie is definitely pigmented. It looks great. It's like the perfect transition color, the crease color, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so I have Cookie in the crease, which looks beautiful. I think I want to go in with gingerbread and just darken up a little bit. Can't do too much, always it just looks really bad on me. But we're just going to go in with a small amount, hopefully, and put it right on this outer crease here. Which she is very pigmented as well. She shows up, okay. Alright, I darken it up just a smidge. If I do too much, I don't have enough eyelid space to go in too much with this. So that is as far as it's going to go with darkening them up. I think I'm going to go in with Yes on the middle of my eyelid. I'm going to see how much that pops in there. See if it can get on my brush at all. Let's see if this turns up. Alright, I can definitely see it. Definitely shimmery. Alright, I like that one. That shows up with like no effort at all. Alright, so I think I'm actually going to go back into Cookie and just go under my eye a little bit. Kind of drag that down. Alright, I drag that down just a smidge. Again, I can't do too much because I feel like it doesn't look good on my eyes. You can be the judge of that, I guess. But I just did a little bit under the eyes. And then I have a Cookie in the crease along with gingerbread on the outer corner and Yes in the middle of my eye. And I think I'm going to go in with Iconic on the inner corner of my eye to kind of pop it. Alright, right in the corner. Wow, Iconic would be like a good highlighter too. It is shimmery, it is pigmented, it looks great. Absolutely love it. Wow. I'm actually like really liking my eye look for probably once in my life. I feel like usually I hate it. So I think that is it for the eye look. I think I'm going to do eyeliner off camera just because it takes me forever. And then we will do the mascara. And then I also forgot to mention I am going to do a wear test today. So I'm going to be wearing this throughout the day. I'll try to pop in here and there while I'm at work to give you updates on how it's going, and then at the very end of the day I'm going to give you my overall thoughts, and hopefully this makeup stays on and looks good throughout the entire day. So I will be right back. Alright, eyeliner is completed. Let's go in with the Better Than Sex mascara. Hopefully this is good like everyone says it is, because honestly this is way too expensive for my taste. And the only reason that I actually got it is because everyone has been saying they love it. And I always have problems with mascara kind of getting smudged under my eyes even when I don't touch it. So I've been trying to find a good like mascara for a while, and I just kind of splurged and went all in with this, and I'm hoping it'll work. I did get the waterproof kind to hopefully help with the smudging. I'm not really sure if a lot of people like the waterproof kind or not, but hopefully it works for me. And again, I will be checking in throughout the day, so I will see how good this mascara is. It's got a cute little, what are these called, spoolies or something? I don't know. I feel like everyone's like already seen the Better Than Sex mascara, so I'm just gonna go in and see how this looks. Alright, so here is the mascara on. I mean, I have really like thin eyelashes, so I don't know if you can tell on camera very well. I actually can't really see much of a difference on camera, but in person I obviously can see the mascara. My mirror's over here. So the first thing I noticed about the mascara is that it feels really weird, like the actual bristles on the spoolie or whatever like felt really weird going like trying to coat my eyelashes, and I wasn't a huge fan of that, honestly. It felt really rough on my eyelashes. I'm not sure if anyone else has had that problem before, but I definitely felt like it was a lot more rough and coarse than like other mascaras that I use. Like I use L'Oreal Voluminous. That's the last one that I've used, and I've used like, was it Bang Bang or something? I don't have it in front of me, but I use 2 other mascaras and they both smudge a little bit. And this one is a lot coarser and a lot rougher, I feel like, on my eyelashes. I'm not sure if it's a good thing. I guess we'll see at the end of the day if it stays on. I really hope it does, because it was like $25 and I don't want to have to, I don't know, I just hope it works. So last step is for the lips, and I'm just going to use my favorite lips. I don't have a new product for this, so I'm just gonna go in with my favorite. Alright, and this is the lips on. Of course it matches my outfit pretty well, actually. I mean, it's a lot more spot on than I thought it would be. So let's just go in with my little Wet n Wild that I have here and set my makeup into place. I literally hate the smell of this so much. I need a new setting spray as well. I know there's quite a few out there that like people love, so maybe I'll try that in the future, but I thought about getting setting spray and I was like, no, I don't have like enough. I shouldn't be spending this much money on makeup right now, so I already spent like $70 on just these items. So, and I'm like the type of girl who likes to shop at drugstore and buy like the really, really cheap makeup. So this was just a splurge for me. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun trying out these new makeup items that I got yesterday. Again, I absolutely love Roxi's palettes, both the contour highlight and also the Ride or Die palette. Definitely will be putting those in my everyday makeup stuff and definitely reaching for it like all the time. I love the eye look. I think it suits me very well. I think the contour is very nice. It's subtle, but it's there and it's like a cool tint, which I really enjoy. I'm not sure how to feel about the Revolution, is it Revolution? Yeah, Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. We'll definitely have to see how that does over the course of the day, and hopefully the contour and the eyeshadow and the mascara does well over the day as well. So I will be checking back in with you, and I will see you in a little bit. Into the bathroom at work to see how my makeup is doing, and it looks like everything is still like on. The eyeshadow looks great still. Mascara looks really good. Nothing is smudged underneath my eye. I will say I do feel like I look a little cakey, especially when you look like up close. You probably can't even see that. This is awful lighting. But it looks really cakey like around here and here. And I think that is, I don't know, maybe a combination of my concealer and like, I don't even know, concealer and I definitely think it has a lot to do with the setting powder that I used as well. I think that is going to be on my list for a new thing that I need to try, because it just looks very, very cakey and I'm not liking the way that looks. But the concealer, you can see it's creased a little bit. I don't know. You can see it's creased a little bit already. And I've been wearing this for 4 hours. It is currently 11 a.m. and I put this on at like 7 a.m. So it's been on for 4 hours already. And yeah, my face is looking cakey, but everything else looks pretty great. Alright, hi everyone. This is the end of my work day. I just got off of work and I wanted to pop in and do another update. Let's see. So I put this on at 7 a.m. It is now 4:54, so almost 5. So I've been wearing this for 10 hours? I think that's right. I'm not the greatest at math, but I think that is 10 hours I've been wearing this makeup now. And honestly, I can't wait to get it off. I can tell the setting powder didn't do me justice at all today. There's just so much, like, I can tell it's cakey, I can tell it's powdery, I can tell it's kind of separating on my skin. So I think I can't really tell too much about concealer because I did put the setting powder on top of the concealer. So I think I'm gonna have to give it a fair shot and try this again tomorrow without the setting powder. I guess we'll see how that goes because I think the setting powder just ruined it. I do have a couple other brands, but I haven't tried them out either. So maybe I'll try out a different setting powder or just not use setting powder tomorrow. But I definitely think I need to give it a fair shot and do that again. As far as the eye makeup stayed on all day. I can tell like the shimmery colors actually creased a little bit in the eyelid, which usually happens. I mean, I've been wearing it for 10 hours, so it doesn't look bad. The color's still on and it still looks pretty good. And then the contour I think looks good. Again, I can't tell too much because it does, my face just looks very cakey. So I think I'm gonna have to give it another shot tomorrow and do like a different setting powder or just skip it all together. The mascara didn't smudge too much. I mean, I could tell like a little bit smudged throughout the day, but it's just like a minuscule amount, like you can't even really tell. So I think I'm just being really picky about it. So I think the mascara did really well. I'm gonna do this again tomorrow with the same products and either use different setting powder or not use it at all, so we can see if the concealer is actually good or not. Alright, so I am back. This is the next day. I put my foundation, primer, all that on already. So I'm going to go back in with Conceal and Hydrate from Revolution, and hopefully second day will be better than the first. I'm going to put this on real quickly. Alright, so I'm going to go in with, what is this called? Extraordinary Translucent Powder. This is by Ciati London. I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong, I'm sorry. But we're going to try this translucent powder today, and hopefully it works better than yesterday because I don't want another repeat of yesterday. So let's set this. I'm going to just use a really big fluffy brush and hopefully that'll just give me enough that I need and I can wipe off the excess. And hopefully that was like the main problem, I think. Alright, so concealer is now very, very lightly set with the translucent powder. Hopefully this will work a little bit better. I try not to go too heavy with it. And then I'm just going to go in with my eye makeup and my contour and highlight like I did yesterday, so I'm not going to do anything different in those aspects. And I will check back in when I'm done so we can see the final results. Alright, so this is the finished makeup look for today. Everything is pretty much the same except for I changed the liquid lipstick that I was using. This one goes a little bit better with my outfit for today. We're going to see throughout the day and I will keep you updated as we go along, and yeah. Alright, so it is the middle of the day. I'm in the bathroom once again. Just wanted to check up on my makeup and it doesn't look as cakey as yesterday, so that's a good sign. The eye makeup looks great once again. And I do see like quite a bit of creasing right under the eyes. You could probably tell a little bit. Other than that, it looks a lot better than yesterday, so that's a good thing. I'll check back in and see if there's any more creasing along the way. And yeah, I'll see you in a few hours. Alright, so this is gonna be, I think this is like 2.5 hours later. I think it's 12:30 right now, and I just want to notice like how much cracking there is like under my eye, and a lot of creasing as well. So I don't know how I feel about this concealer. I actually don't like my foundation either, but that's not what we're reviewing today. Just looking at the concealer under my eyes, I can tell it's like has the creasing, which I get pretty much all the time. So I don't like that, and I think we can just go on to my final thoughts after this, because it's not even the end of the day and it's already creased. So we're gonna check back in later tonight and you can see how bad it gets throughout the rest of the day, because I have about 3.5 more hours at work, and I have like another half an hour to drive home. So 4 more hours with this, and I didn't bring anything to touch it up, so that's great. Alright everyone, welcome back to my final thoughts here. I'm going to take a closer look. I think my eye makeup still looks really good from this morning, as so does the mascara. The contour and everything is still on, so that looks great, and the highlighter looks pretty good. I can tell that I've got really shiny throughout the day. I've been really oily, and I can tell I do have a lot of creasing on my under eyes, so I'm not sure if that's just because of the concealer that I used, or just because I do get creasing under my eyes. It's very often. But I do think that using a different translucent powder helped a lot today. So I don't look very cakey, which is a good thing. I just noticed that I do look a lot shinier than I normally do. So, and the mascara hasn't smudged barely any, which is a first for me. It usually smudges a lot. So I think those are just my final thoughts. I really like the mascara and the eyeshadow palette. Contour and highlight palette are amazing as well. And then I am not 100% on the Revolution concealer. It was the Conceal and Hydrate. It's not one of my favorites, but it's also not the worst. I do have a creasing under my under eyes almost every time I wear makeup, so that is something that happens a lot, so I'm not really surprised by it, but it didn't blow me away either. So if you like these videos and want to see more, please let me know down below. I love to try out new makeup. I do think I need to try a new foundation and translucent powder as well. So let me know if you have any favorites of yours. You can comment those down below. I can try them out. Or if you want me to do a few different options, I can do that as well. Alright, so I hope you guys stick around, subscribe down below if you enjoyed this video. And I do a lot of makeup and fashion hauls and stuff like that as well. And click that little bell notification button so you get notified of every time I upload a brand new video. And I will see you next Sunday at 11 a.m. with a brand new video. Have a good weekend.